there, my artists! Today we're going to learn how to make our own DIY scratchboard art. When gathering our materials today, we have a couple of options. You can either use crayons or you can use oil pastels. Today I'm going to be using oil pastels because I feel like it gives you a richer color and they're easier to blend. Now, getting started, we're going to use a smaller piece of paper for our scratchboard art. I'm going to use my red oil pastel to begin my rainbow coloring. Now, when you color, you want to make sure that you're pressing down with some pressure. You don't want to have any white poking through, or what I like to call peekaboos. So, I'm going to start by coloring my rainbow and making sure that I'm coloring neatly and solidly. For your scratchboard art, you can use whatever colors you would like for your background. If you don't have oil pastels, crayons will work great too. Now that our scratchboard art is finished, we're going to move on to the painting. We're going to be using black tempera paint with a little pump of some hand soap. This is going to make it much easier for us to do our scratch art design after the paint is dry. I'm going to mix in that hand soap evenly with the paint, and then I'm going to be painting a thin layer on top of my oil pastel colored paper. Once you're finished painting, you're going to leave your paper out to dry. Once all of the glossiness is gone and it's matte, it's ready to scratch. Now it's time to brainstorm our scratch art idea. I want you to think about something that is making you happy during this time at home. I am so grateful that I've been able to spend more time with my dog Flynn, so I decided to draw him on my scratch art board. If you would like to learn how to draw this Caitlin Eddington inspired dog, then keep watching. But if you would like to do your own design, then feel free. When actually doing your scratchboard art drawing, you're going to want to use a wooden skewer or a toothpick or a tool with a pointy end. I tried using the end of a paintbrush and it did not work out too well. To start our dog, we're going to draw our nose. It's kind of like a tapered circle shape. Next comes the lips. We're going to start it by drawing a U shape that is going to curve up and in and back out again. Then I'm going to try to match it on the other side. I found that drawing your lines lightly the first time makes it much easier, and then once you're happy with the shapes and lines that you have, you can go back and outline them again, exposing more of our rainbow background. Next, I'm going to color a little speck for the highlight on the dog's nose, and I'm going to draw the tongue hanging out of the mouth. It's just a really long U shape. Then I'm going to have a line going down the middle. Next comes the lower jaw, and it's just going to be a half circle. After that, I'm going to do a little smile line on either side of the dog's cheeks, and then a little horizontal line at the top of the muzzle. Now for the eyes. I'm going to draw a smallish oval shape, and then I'm going to scratch away all the black paint to show the beautiful color underneath. Next, we're going to draw two lines for eyebrows on our dog. This is going to give it some expression. Then we're going to draw a curved line on either side of the dog's face. Now I'm going to be drawing Flynn's ears. So his ears are triangular and kind of on the small side, so I'm going to be drawing a line coming down, and I'm going to have a line coming out and connecting for his ears. Now, if your dog's ears look a little bit different, then you can draw them how they appear, but if they're gonna look like Flynn's, then follow these steps. So I just made my ears look kind of like triangles, but I made sure to round my line so it didn't look like a geometrical shape. Now, to draw the top of the dog's head, I decided to bring the ear line down a little bit, having it curve. And then I drew a curved line going across the top of the head, kind of peeking out on either side of the ear. Now, to draw our dog seated, I'm going to have my line come down and out. It's going to be a sloping line on either side, starting up by the dog's mouth and then going out larger for the body. I'm going to try to match that line on the other side. Next, I decided to scratch away a little part for the collar. I started by making vertical and horizontal lines, and I had it meet on the other side. Next, I'm going to draw Flynn's tail. He has a long pointy tail, so I'm making it look pointy, kind of like a triangle. And I'm going to draw little movement lines right next to his tail to make it look like it's wagging. Now, if your dog's tail looks a little bit different, draw it how it looks. Now onto the background. I decided that I wanted it to be more of a dog-themed background, so I put a bunch of Flynn's toys like a tennis ball and a dog bone and some little stars for decoration in the background. Now, if you would like to make your own designs, feel free. Alrighty, so this next part is optional. I decided that I wanted to draw some legs, so I drew some vertical lines in front because Flynn is a dachshund and he has very short little legs, and I kind of wanted to show that in my drawing. But if you would like to leave it without legs, that's fine too. Alrighty guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make our own DIY scratchboard art, and I cannot wait to see what you guys create.